Toulouse vs Rennes prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two sides struggling at the bottom end of the Ligue 1 table will meet on Sunday, as Toulouse welcome Rennes to the Stadium de Toulouse. Following a defeat to basement team Lyon last weekend, the hosts find themselves a single point and place above the bottom three, while their visitors are just 2 points better off in 13th spot. Match preview. Toulouse will return to Ligue 1 action on Sunday, aiming to bounce back from a tough start to the campaign in France's top flight, as they currently occupy 15th spot with just 13 points on the board from their first 15 matches, having managed just 2 victories with no team in the division picking up fewer. That is despite a positive Europa League group campaign simultaneously, as Carles Martinez Novel's side booked a playoff place with a second-placed finish. But they now have to go back to the start of October for their last Ligue 1 triumph, having gone 8 games without another 3-point haul since heading into the November international break on the back of consecutive defeats and a draw with Lille. Les Violets found themselves fighting around the relegation zone on just 12 points from 12 games, and they have not improved their fortunes in 3 attempts since, firstly losing 1-0 away at Nice before being held to a 1-1 draw at home to Lorient as Bamba Dieng equalized for their visitors in injury time. A trip to basement side Lyon then followed in their last Ligue 1 outing last weekend, and they would leave empty-handed following a particularly concerning result, suffering a 3-0 defeat as Alexandre Lacazette notched up a hat-trick. Although Novel's men may now head into the weekend with a degree of renewed confidence, having confirmed their Europa League playoff place on Thursday with a 2-1 win away at LASK Linz, courtesy of goals from Tejas Dalinga and Gabriel Suazo. Now only leading the relegation zone by a single point, Toulouse will be desperate to build on their midweek result and kickstart a climb up the table with just a 3rd league win of the campaign on Sunday. They meet a Rennes side who are also hoping to put a disappointing start behind them, with Sunday's visitors currently occupying 13th spot with just 15 points from their 15 games following back-to-back 4th-placed finishes in the previous 2 terms. As a result of their poor opening run, former manager Bruno Genesio was dismissed during the November international break, with the side sat on just 12 points from 12 games, and his replacement Julien Stéphan did at least oversee a victory in his first game at the helm on their return to action, as Rennes beat Reims 3-1 on home turf thanks to goals from Amine Gouiri, Benjamin Bourigeaud and Arthur Theate. They have been unable to build an improved run on the back of that 3-point haul though, and now head into the weekend's trip on the back of consecutive Ligue 1 defeats, albeit in a tough pair of fixtures, as they firstly lost 2-0 away at Marseille before falling just short at home to Monaco last weekend, with Bourigeaud's 90th minute goal coming too late to spark a turnaround after Van der Sun and Youssouf Fofana had the visitors 2-0 up. Now also following on from a Europa League outing in midweek, having dropped to 2nd spot in their group in the final round of games as a result of a 3-2 home defeat to Villarreal. Rennes will turn their focus back to the French top flight and bid to improve their fortunes in the coming weeks and climb towards the right end of the division. Team news. Carles Martinez Novel may be tempted to deploy an unchanged Toulouse starting 11 from Thursday's win away at LASK. Aside from the loss of winger Aaron Donham, who will serve a suspension due to an accumulation of yellow cards, with fellow winger Zakaria Aboukhlal remaining sidelined by injury. Franck Magri may come in on the right flank from the start, while Tejas Dalinga is bound to again lead the line after notching his 9th goal of the season in that Europa League triumph. He could again be joined by Cesar Gelabert up front in a 4-4-2 shape, while at the other end of the pitch, Rasmus Nikolaisen and Logan Costa are mainstays at the back and will continue their partnership at the heart of the defense. Rennes should again line up in a 3-4-3 shape at the weekend, with Christopher Waugh and Nemanja Matic both having returned to contention on Thursday after missing the last league game through suspension. As he did against Villarreal, Waugh should again join Gignoux Belochin and Arthur Theate in a back 3, while former Chelsea and Manchester United man Matic is bound to again partner Enzo Laffi in the engine room. Amine Gouiri, Ludovic Blas and Ibrahim Sulla will all fight to come into the front 3 from the outset on Sunday, after Benjamin Bourgeoud and Martin Terrier were preferred either side of Bretagne Yildirim. Toulouse possible starting lineup. Rests: Maïssa, Nicolaisen, Costa, Deira, Magri, Sierro, Caceres, Sissoko, Dalinga, Gelabert. Rennes possible starting lineup. Mandinda, Wu, Belocian, Thait, Assignon, Matic, Luffy, Negeda, Bourgeoud, Yildirim, Guiri. We say, Toulouse 1-2 Rennes. Both sides find themselves desperate to put tough runs of form behind them on Sunday. And while the hosts did fare better on the continent in midweek, Rennes have more quality throughout their squad and should click sooner rather than later. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.